Guys, I think Khamzat Chimaev's done. And I was gonna just make this video about him moving up a weight class or just staying where he is, but um recently I kind of just scrolling through YouTube, and Khamzat Chimaev kidnapped and married a 17-year-old girl, which are allegations. Which these are allegations. That being said, when you hang out with a warlord, when you hang out with a guy who's killed kids and he has killed past MMA fighters, I think he killed Fedor Emelianenko's one of his family members or something like that. When you hang out with a guy like that, maybe I wouldn't be shocked when he forces a fighter to marry a 17-year-old girl, kidnaps her. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised to hear news like that if you told me. That being said, I don't know much about it. If you want to learn more about that, go to No Bromo MMA. Find great video about it. Again, just allegations. I'm not saying much. I'm not saying much. But he might be screwed. Not just in his personal life with these allegations coming out, but also Sean Strickland, type 2 AC separation, extended type V slap tear, partial rotator cuff tear, tendonitis. Gonna have to walk this one off. And then he said, "Not you're not getting a rematch, little bud." He little brother Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev is not gonna get a rematch. If he wants to fight once a year and he wants to make that hard weight cut and stay at middleweight, he could do that. But he's gonna need one or two more fights. That's coming from, the horse's mouth, Sean Strickland. So Khamzat Chimaev is kind of screwed in that place where you want a rematch? Cool, bro. That's in 2 years. Maybe. And that's hoping that Khamzat Chimaev stays in the rankings and doesn't move down while other people fight, because Sean Strickland likes to be semi-active as a champ, as a fighter in general. So go get a couple W's and I'll see you again. That's how it works. I truly believe in the ranking systems matter, and whatever they do, it belittles the sport. Which, yeah, I agree. He's probably going to fight Nasruddin later this year, early next year, first quarter, second quarter, a Caio Barajo, a DDP trilogy, or whatever it is. I also don't think anybody really wants to see, at least nobody who wants to see this fight again wants the rematch. I'm pretty sure people out there want to see the rematch just because they want to see Khamzat Chimaev win and don't believe that who we saw that fight was the guy they know, even though that's the guy we've seen before with Kamaru Usman, with DDP round 4 and 5. This is the guy we've seen before, right? And it's also not saying that Sean Strickland is not going to come out better with better, hooks or jabs or stuff like that, being a better boxer once he stuffs the takedowns, right? Because he came in with a bum shoulder. We knew that. That being said, if Khamzat Chimaev wants to move up, I didn't get the impression that Khamzat Chimaev is that much bigger than someone like Sean Strickland. If it was by maybe half an inch up or down, right? But they weren't crazy height difference. It wasn't a crazy, Khamzat Chimaev was 40 pounds overweight, had to cut that weight. Yeah, but you kind of didn't notice it. You didn't really see it. He didn't look more muscular. He didn't look more filled out than someone like a Sean Strickland, who kind of came in very shredded and, looked very well. A championship body. Khamzat Chimaev looked good. Maybe it's all on his back. Who knows? That being said, he didn't look 40 pounds bigger than Sean Strickland, right? And then I kind of want to remind you this. Sean Strickland next to Alex Pereira. Yes, there's lens manipulation. There's warping. There's stance, posture, and stuff like that. But there's clearly a good 3 inches. 3-inch gap there, maybe more, maybe less, but there's a lot of height difference there. So if Khamzat Chimaev wants to go to 205, he's gonna have to fight people that are damn near 6'5", 6'4". Khamzat Chimaev might be a loose 6'1", 6'2", maybe, if he's not lying, which the allegations are there. They make me sick. But if he's gonna go up to 205, he's gonna have to fight people who are much larger than him, hold that 40 pounds over him, not over him, but they hold that 40 pounds a little bit nicer, better. Jir Prochazka, 6'3.5", 6'4", comes in at 208 pounds, which is not heavy, not at all. I'm pretty sure Paulo Costa walks heavier than that. Reiner the Ritter walks heavier than that. There's many people who are heavier than him, but the champ, Carlos Ulberg, is not a small guy. He's 6'4" also, and he holds that body weight well. Someone like Alex Pereira, this next to each other. Someone like Ankalaev is 6'4", as well, 6'4". It's so hard to tell. The shoes difference and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say, Khamzat Chimaev is kind of just screwed, guys. If he wants to stay at middleweight, he could stay at middleweight and do that disgusting weight cut again and again and again once a year that he's gonna constantly have to pass out or damn near die or just lose a lot of that muscle, which helps his wrestling out a lot. His explosiveness is one thing that you kind of need muscles for to hold somebody down. You need technique, but you also need muscles to kind of pick them up and dunk them, which is like kind of his game plan out there. And then he's going to get tired. And then he's going to get out wrestled because Sean Strickland also just went out there and pretty much exposed Khamzat Chimaev's game plan. He's going to go out there. If he 100% round one, he's as easy licking round 2 and 3. And he might get a second win, 3 or 4 or 5. And that's even if he gets to 4 or 5 because he was a sitting duck out there. He was plodding forward, getting jabbed, running to the jab. Now, if he meets someone like Olberg with the amazing left hook, who's saying that's not going to go wrap around the corner of this guard and just knock him out? What's to say that if he fights Alex Pearl shin kicks him and he can't explode off that lead leg? If he survives round 1, then Khamzat Chimaev's kind of screwed. Given, like, Sean Strickland, we already knew that, but we never saw it to the extent where it worked and it was successful. Sean Strickland really just went out and wrote the book again. He did that with Israel Adesanya more or less, and now he did that with Khamzat Chimaev. And I think Khamzat Chimaev might be screwed. This might be the downfall of him. And Jesus Christ, dude, the allegations are not good. What if the allegations are true or false? This is something that kind of just ruins your connection with people. Maybe, sensitive ass Khalil Roundtree hears these allegations, does not want to hang out with you no more. He's not a training partner no more. Maybe TJ Dillashaw, because he's a better partner, better friend with Khalil, he doesn't want to hang out with you neither. These are things that are going to affect you in the daily, that are going to stress you out. A lawsuit's going to stress you out. Being with a warlord is going to stress you out. Being a warlord's disappointment might get you killed. Again, Kadyrov has killed people before. He is a warlord. These are allegations. Yes, allegations that might be real, might be false. But I'm saying is that it's scary. This might genuinely be the downfall of Khamzat Chimaev, a boogeyman at once, who, if he stays at middleweight, he's been figured out. Kyle Barajo has good jiu-jitsu. He might be able to just survive the first round, second round, not get held down, maybe fight a little bit, and then just combo him on stand-up. Same thing with Nasty Mimavov. Same thing with maybe in hindsight, maybe Anthony Hernandez could have done something like that. Maybe RDR, maybe not, because he has bad cardio also. But we don't know anymore. I genuinely don't know who. I mean, just survive the first round, make him work, get him exhausted, and then just beat him in the stand-up, because his stand-up is not great. He has a good jab, but outside of that, he's not crazy. He's not Alex Pearl on the feet. He's not Eli Zapori. He's not Carlos Prates. He doesn't have KO power. He has, power to break Sean Strickland's nose, but that was DDP's doing, and then they just re-broke again, which is easier. The more it breaks, the easier it is to break again. And if he goes to 205, that's when he's going to have to use a lot of that muscle that does not fit his frame, because he's a much shorter guy. Like, you can see Khalil Roundtree, he holds it, but it's not like something that's you're going to use a lot of his muscle. It's hard to say. If he goes to 205, a lot of that muscle he's carrying is going to make him gas out faster. It's going to make him easier to bully people. But if you can't get that submission, if you can't get that rear naked chokehold, if you can't get that Darce or something like that, which is, we just found out, Khamzat Chimaev has a very limited submission game. His submission game is not great. He has that rear naked, he has that Darce, and that's it. He does not have any arm bars. He does not have any Kimuras. He does not have any way of really setting anything up, especially since he doesn't like putting hooks in. He doesn't like dominating that way. He wants to get you in. He goes and floats in your back looking for that neck. That's it. He doesn't really hold you down like someone like a Tatsuro Taira would, or like a Habib would. He doesn't really do ground and pound. He doesn't drop elbows. And these things he can learn. Yeah, he can learn that. That's fine. He could learn these things, but what is it saying that it's not going to get him more gassed? And again, what the fuck are these allegations? I want to like Khamzat Chimaev, man. What the fuck are these allegations, bro? Holy shit, bro. This shit really ruined my fucking... It's really weird. A 17-year-old girl wife you kidnap, allegedly. Don't worry, Joy will say it's not true, so we're all good. None to see here. It's 9 a.m., bro. The sky's also alligator. Insane refresh pull the Islamic culture. Ooh. Like more. Let's keep it friendly. Just finished the MMA Joy video. What a pull. Oh my god, bro. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I could believe it, which is fucked up. But I mean, oh my god, it just reminds me of that David D4IVD, the R&B singer guy, pop singer guy, who killed like a 14-year-old girl, left her in a Tesla. It doesn't remind me exactly of it, but it reminds me of like when you heard the bubbling of it, that oh they found it in his Tesla, and I'm like, oh, it can't be that stupid. He can't be that dumb. Hans Chimaev being like I doubt Hans Chimaev would. I don't know, man. It's just what the fuck is this sport, man? Like there's 700 people in the roster. I'm expecting a couple Dumases. I'm expecting a couple John Joneses. But to be at the top, to be, oh my god, but he's in the fucking, he's like under the thumb of a Chechen warlord. Like it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. This might be the beginning of the end of the career of Hassan Shemaev. Just on the fact that he has things going on in his personal life. He's not going to get a rematch. And if he goes up to heavyweight, that might be even worse for him because he's going to have more muscle, more exertion, less cardio. If his cardio stays bad, if it wasn't due to the weight cut, it's very dependent. But Jesus Christ, this might be the end of Hans Chimaev. Let me know down below what you think. Do you believe in the allegations? Bye.